Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ignite, and thank you so much for joining us today, whether you're here in the room with us or joining in online. My name is Sifat Hingorani. I'm a Principal PM for the Teams AI platform, and today I'm so excited to share with you how you can grow agent adoption within your organization through the Agent Store. I'm joined today by my colleague Tony Matthew, Senior Product Manager for Copilot Extensibility, and together we'll show you how you can leverage the growing ecosystem of Copilot agents for your organization, as well as create and publish your own agents to the Agent Store. Let's get started. In today's session, we'll cover 4 key areas. First, we'll start with an overview of the Agent Store and show you some of its newest features. Next, we'll take a look at how organizations like yours are adopting AI using the Agent Store for their business needs. Then Tony will talk about the controls and the capabilities that IT admins can use to deploy, govern, and measure agent adoption across your organization. And finally, we'll wrap up by sharing some key resources and next steps for you. Let's start by exploring how the Agent Store connects you to a world of ready-to-use agents. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your personal assistant for work. It uniquely understands you and your work context. That includes your emails, chats, meetings, documents, and more. In this new way of working, every employee has a Copilot through which they can also interact with agents. Copilot is your personal assistant, so it knows about you, your work, and everything you're trying to accomplish. Agents augment Copilot by adding skills and knowledge to automate tasks and end-to-end processes. You can interact with these agents through the Copilot app to automate the business processes and get more work done. In 2025, we have seen AI adoption skyrocket in the workplace. Business leaders are now relying on AI more than ever before. In fact, we've seen a 64% year-over-year increase in business leaders using AI more than once a day. AI in the workplace is no longer an experiment. It's now an integral part of how work gets done. And agents are already transforming every facet of how work gets done. 82% of leaders expect to adopt agents in the next 12 to 18 months. Agents can perform complex digital tasks, helping us reallocate our precious time for higher value work. Earlier this year at Build, we launched the Microsoft 365 Agent Store, your go-to destination for deploying and discovering powerful, ready-to-use agents that are tailored for your organization. The Agent Store provides a centralized in-product experience which makes it easy for users within your organization to discover and engage with agents right from within Microsoft 365 Copilot. Customers can choose from agents that are built by Microsoft, as well as from a robust catalog of agents that are built by trusted Microsoft partners. Organizations can also build their own agents and use the Agent Store as a distribution channel for these agents to make them available across their organization. All third-party applications and agents published to the Agent Store undergo a rigorous validation process, ensuring that they meet enterprise-grade security, compliance, and performance standards. And of course, the Agent Store experience can also be curated and governed by you and your IT department. Now, let's walk through how members of your organization experience the Agent Store. You will see how easy it is for them to find and engage with agents directly within Microsoft 365 Copilot. Let's take a look. Here we are within the Microsoft 365 Copilot app, where we can use the Copilot chat to begin engaging with Copilot. As always, I can type to engage with Copilot, or I can use one of the many recommended prompts that show up in the dropdown. I can also use the Copilot app to engage with agents. On this newly designed navigation pane, I'll find my most recently used agents. Let's try talking to Career Coach. Since I've been thinking about some new learning opportunities, I can try using one of the suggested prompts provided by the developer to find courses, certifications, or workshops to help me get started. As I submit this prompt, Career Coach will consider not just my question, but also my context. And this is a great start, but maybe I need some more help. So to find the rest of my agents and discover new ones, I can go to All Agents to launch the Agent Store. Here I am in the Agent Store experience within Microsoft 365 Copilot, where I can find my full set of agents, not just my most recently installed ones. And I can, once again, click to begin engaging with any of them. I can choose to share an agent with any of my colleagues, or I can pin it so that it always is a single click away on the left nav. If I'm looking for new agents, I can choose to navigate through the Agent Store and look at some expertly curated recommendations. Agents include those built by Microsoft, built by my organization, which are tailored to our workflows, featured agents, which are handpicked for high value, agents that are popular in my organization, and many more. I can also choose to click into any of them to learn more. Since I've been hearing a lot about Asana, let's check this out. And if I'm looking for a specific kind of agent, I could also use the search at the top of the store to begin searching. And then if I'm looking to go even beyond the capabilities offered in the store, I could choose to launch the Agent Builder experience and create my own agent. And that is the Agent Store experience within Microsoft 365 Copilot. But that's just the beginning. We are so excited about the Agent and Agent Store that it's now available across the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. Just as we saw within Microsoft 365 Copilot, here's the same Agent Store within a Microsoft Teams channel, which means users can now discover agents right beside their colleagues. Users can also find the Agent Store and their full set of agents within Outlook, OneNote, Edge, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. This ensures that users can remain productive and find agents in the flow of their work, no matter where they are. We at Microsoft want to make agent and AI discovery as easy as possible. The Microsoft Marketplace is a comprehensive catalog for customers to browse, explore, and research agents and the full set of AI offerings. This includes cloud solutions, AI apps, and agents, and you can do this without ever having to sign in. The Agent Store puts the agents chosen by your IT department front and center within the Copilot app, making it seamless for users to discover them across the Microsoft applications. Both the Agent Store and the Microsoft Marketplace are powered by the same publishing process, and they share a unified catalog of agents. Agents in the Microsoft ecosystem are continuously expanding in their capabilities. And as agents do more, so does our Agent Store. First among many enhancements is a new set of agent collections. Agents for your team are Agent 365 agents with user identities, which allows them to act as users, be assigned licenses, appear in org charts, and have dedicated resources like OneDrive, Teams, and Outlook. Built on SharePoint is a collection of customer-built agents which leverage your SharePoint sites, document, and data to deliver capabilities tailored to your workflows. And Shared With You is where users can easily rediscover agents that a colleague shared with them. So no more scrolling through old chats and messages, searching for where that colleague shared an amazing new agent with you. In addition to the new collections, the Agent Store now also offers a more powerful search with improved and personalized results. And users can also now request access to a Microsoft agent that isn't currently available to them, which sends a notification directly to the IT admin. And it doesn't stop there. We're already thinking about the next set of improvements for users and IT admins alike. In the coming months, we'll be adding enhanced navigation with categories which will make it easier for users to browse the catalog and find the agents that are most appropriate for your organization. Agent details will get even richer, so users can see sample prompts, capabilities, ratings, and reviews, making it easier for your users to get started with confidence. And will provide more customization and curation so the Agent Store is ready for the next wave of agent innovation. Now let's talk about how you can design and deploy the right mix of agents for the maximum impact within your organization. One of the unique advantages of the Agent Store is the ability that it provides IT admins to truly curate an agent ecosystem that's right for your organization. IT admins can use the Agent Store to make their agent ecosystem accessible to all members of their organization. To create this agent ecosystem, you can choose from a growing set of pre-built agents from Microsoft and trusted partners. You can build your own custom agent from scratch using Microsoft Copilot Studio. You can bring in agents that you've already developed elsewhere, and you can enable agents with Agent 365 capabilities so they perform tasks in Microsoft 365 using their own identities. This flexibility means that you can align your agent strategy with your business goals, deploying, managing, and scaling the right mix of agents for your users, all with enterprise-grade governance and control. And to help you get started, Microsoft provides some pre-built agents that are designed for work, including researcher and analyst with their advanced reasoning capabilities. Here are a few great examples of Microsoft agents that are available in the Agent Store today, with more coming soon. We are also collaborating with a broad range of partners to build agents that are tailored to industry and business function needs. These partnerships ensure that agents integrate seamlessly into the tools and the workflows that our customers rely on every day. Let's take a closer look at just 3 of these, starting with Monday.com.
Hello, this is Monday.com presenting our Copilot agent powered by our MCP. Our agent empowers customers to work faster and smarter in both the Monday.com and Microsoft 365 products. Meet Ben, a director who oversees dozens of projects at their company. With Monday.com's agent for Copilot, Ben can now get summaries in a matter of seconds. Ben asks in M365 Copilot questions like, "What is a specific project?" and gets a summary of what the project board is all about. Ben needs to understand what high-priority tasks are still open, and the Monday.com agent is able to provide an overview in a matter of moments. Next, Ben decides to create a new high-priority task and assign it to Alex. M365 Copilot creates the task seamlessly in Monday, assigns it to Alex, and they can continue their day aligned. The Monday.com agent works across Microsoft 365 products through M365 Copilot, allowing you to work faster and smarter. Whether you need to sync information between an Excel sheet and Monday CRM or more, the Monday agent delivers with enterprise security. Check out the Monday.com agent in the Microsoft App Marketplace today.
And here's another example from Zendesk.
The Zendesk agent for Microsoft 365 Copilot helps employees go from issue to resolution faster and smarter. Meet Chris, an IT specialist at a fast-growing company. Chris realizes they need a new software license to finish a project. So he opens the Zendesk agent in Copilot and types his request. The Zendesk agent suggests helpful Zendesk articles, guiding Chris to self-serve first. When Chris confirms the need, the Zendesk agent automatically creates a ticket with all the details, no manual entry required. Later, Chris checks the real-time status, adds information, and escalates if needed, all within Copilot. Chris can track every support request across Microsoft 365 so nothing gets lost. Soon, deeper integration will let Chris's team manage SLA reporting and insights directly in Excel. With Zendesk plus Microsoft 365 Copilot, Chris gets help fast and stays productive, right in the flow of work.
And finally, let's take a look at Adobe Express.
Introducing Adobe Express for Copilot. Let's say you need an image for this PowerPoint slide about skincare ingredients. We can go to Copilot and ask the Adobe Express agent to generate one. We'll type generate an image of neroli flower and yuzu lemon on a sage green background. We can even create a cover image for the entire deck simply by typing create a natural image for the cover of this presentation. You can also highlight specific text and ask the Express agent to design visuals tailored to those words. Let's ask it to generate an image based on this line of text about the target audience. Once you've generated your design, you can insert it directly into your document.
Those were some great examples of partner-built agents. But the Agent Store isn't just about Microsoft and partner-built agents. It's also a distribution channel for agents built by your own organization. Through the Agent Store, admins can highlight and deploy agents that were created in-house. This means that you can empower your teams with agents tailored to your workflows and business processes and data, while maintaining full visibility and control. We're already seeing customers like these publish innovative agents that drive real impact across industries. Here are just two of the many examples of Microsoft customers that have built agents and deployed them to their organizations. Wipro's iSkill agent helps employees find courses that can help them upskill and grow faster. And Carrier's competitive intelligence agents empowers teams to stay ahead by staying informed on the market and analyzing it. And with just a few steps, you too can start creating your own agents. Let's see how. Microsoft Copilot Studio is our recommended agent development platform for customers looking to build, manage, and secure AI agents. For the simplest experience, you can get started with the Microsoft 365 Copilot Agent Builder, where building an agent is as easy as describing your ideal agent to Copilot in natural language. If you'd like to do more, Copilot Studio also gives you a full set of intuitive tools to design workflows, integrate data, and configure actions. And for even more advanced needs, you can use the Microsoft 365 Agents SDK and Microsoft Foundry to get the very best out of your agents. So whether you're a business user or an advanced developer, Copilot Studio works for you. Microsoft Copilot Studio is built around 4 core capabilities that set it apart, making it the benchmark for agent development. First, intelligent control allows you to define agent behavior, enforce business rules, and ensure compliance so that agents always operate within the guardrails of your organization. Custom functionality seamlessly connects agents to your enterprise data, apps, and tools, unlocking automation and insights tailored to your workflows. Multimodal experiences allow you to build an agent once and deploy it across multiple channels like Teams, SharePoint, and more, so that users can engage with the agents wherever they are. And secure scalability centralizes monitoring and management to ensure that your agents scale securely with built-in compliance, governance, and performance that you can trust. Together, these 4 capabilities empower you to build, manage, and deploy powerful, flexible, and compliant agents for your organization. But what if you've already built an agent outside of Microsoft Copilot Studio that you love? You can easily bring it to Microsoft Copilot and publish it to the Agent Store as well. With the Microsoft 365 Agents SDK and Toolkit, you can integrate what you've already built to work natively within Microsoft 365 Copilot. This means you don't have to waste any time rebuilding or rehosting applications to get them working within Copilot. Using the Microsoft 365 Agents SDK and Toolkit, any agent built in C#, Python, or JavaScript can be seamlessly integrated into Copilot in just 3 easy steps. First, you'll set up a bot service in Microsoft Azure. Think of this as creating a home for your agent so it can connect to Copilot. Next, tell your agent what to listen for, like user commands or actions, so it knows when and how to respond. And finally, bundle all your agent details into a manifest file, including its name and capabilities. This is the package that Copilot can use to run and recognize your agent. So in short, make a bot, tell it what to do, and wrap it up so Copilot can use it. And that's it. Now, to dive deeper into the IT admin experience and to show you how to manage and govern agents at scale, I would like to welcome my colleague Tony.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Sifat, first of all. And I'm Tony Matthew, and I am from the Copilot Agent Platforms team. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll be talking about the most important thing to keep your organization secure and compliant. Well, no points in guessing. You already know what it is, the amazing world of IT administration and governance when it comes to agents. Let's deep dive. Agent management in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center provides your IT team with all the tools they need to maintain full control and oversights on agents available in the Agent Store. Admins can view a comprehensive agent catalog with detailed metadata, manage the full lifecycle, including ownership transfers, and apply access controls to scope availability of the agents or block or delete the agents as needed. Additionally, staged rollouts allow gradual deployment across the organization, ensuring a secure and a well-governed experience. Here, we are in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and you are seeing the settings page where admins can decide who in your organization can create, use, and share agents. It can be everyone, a subset of users or groups, or no one. Additionally, as I'll show later in the demo, you can also control whether to allow agents from Microsoft, the third-party partners, or only from your organization. What you see here is the agent registry page. As you can see, there's a list of agents, aggregated counts at the top that sees how many agents are there any risks, are there any agents missing owner, and then this registry page will show your full list of agent inventory with rich metadata, including capabilities, data sources, compliance details, API calls, all of that. Admins can deploy or block agents, review or approve requests for publishing or access for an agent, and apply user-level access controls. From the registry page, when you click on a particular agent, this right-hand metadata flyout will tell you the details of the agent. The name, the icon, the description, the additional capabilities like web search, access to OneDrive and SharePoint, what other data sources it is looking into, and custom actions like API endpoints with auth details and descriptions for actions the agent can perform. If there's an agent that you don't want in your tenant for whatever reasons, security, compliance, whatever it may be, you can choose to block the agent or delete the agent altogether. Remember, block is a tenant-wide operation and cannot be set at a per-user level. However, the maker of that agent can still access it so that they can resubmit it for admin's approval and get it unblocked. But when the admin deletes an agent, what happens? Everyone, including the maker, loses access to that agent. Admins can maintain and manage user access at a granular level, as in who gets access to each agent in your tenant. The options are uniform, like all users, some users or groups, and no users. So earlier I just talked about who gets access to the agent, but admin can also choose to deploy an agent, as in admin on behalf of the users that the admin selects get the agent already available to them for them to use. Again, the options are all, some, or no users at all. If there are some hero agents that your organization deeply care about, it could be from Microsoft, it could be from a third party, or it could be from your own organization that your team has built, admins can pin up to 3 agents per user in the Copilot experience. The top 3, admins can pin more, but the top 3 will be shown to the user, and admins can pin up to a total of 20 within the admin experience. For example, you have 2 agents that you want to pin for your finance team, 3 for your sales team, another 2 for your operations team. Admin can select that, order it in the admin experience, and depending upon the end user and which organization they belong to, they will see the top 3 pinned in the Copilot experience. Well, if you want to do your governance outside of M365 Admin Center, and you have your own internal systems to do that, you have now Graph APIs. The inventory API listed here gives you the full list of agents and metadata. The detail API gives you the complete details of a specific agent that you want to know more about, and so on. There are more Graph APIs available. Happy to share more. If you are an admin, a natural question that you might hear from your leadership is, how is the ROI? What do you measure, or how can I measure the impact of these agents? How are the people in the organization using it? There are reports available for admin to view usage of Copilot licenses, usage of agents, who is using Copilot and agents, who is using what agent and how much. All those details are available. And now let's see a live demo. Okay, so now you are in M365 Admin Center. You land here, and in the agent section in the left nav, you land in the overview page. The overview page will show you the full registry of agents in your tenant. And it also gives you some aggregated counts, like how many of these agents are from your organization, how many were published to your tenant catalog, or how many were shared only between your users. How many are from Microsoft? How many are from your external partners? You can also see that for all the agents created in your organization, how many are from Copilot Studio Full, or the Copilot Studio Lite experience, or Agents Toolkit. You can also see the top actions for the admin. The admin actions are usually one of your makers requesting an agent to be published to the tenant catalog. Admin looks at it, and admin, if admin is comfortable with it, that it's secure and compliant, the admin can decide to push it to the tenant catalog. Another sort of request would be admin have given access to a particular agent only to a subset of users. And when a user who don't have that access, when they go to store, they can request for it. The request comes to the admin, and admin can approve it. You can also see a list of ownerless agents, as in if the creator were no longer active in your Active Directory, then those agents are called ownerless agents. And that may be a compliance concern for some of you here. And then you will see the list of all of those, and you can even choose to find new owners for each one of them. And how you do that is you click on one of it, and then you can find a new owner, and so on. And as I mentioned earlier, you can also choose to block the agent if it's a shared agent, or any type of agent for that matter, which means that the agent will no longer be available for anybody in the tenant other than the maker to work on it. You can choose to delete the agent, which means that the agent will completely go away from your tenant. Now let's look at the important aspect of settings. So in the agent settings, this is where the governance and the security aspect of it is more prominent. There are multiple controls available for you here. User access. You can decide who in your organization have access to agents, be to create or use or share. It can be all, some, or none. You can also decide what kind of agents you want in your organization. That you only want Microsoft's agents? Done. You only want Microsoft or only your organization's agent? You can still do that. Or you're comfortable with third-party external partners' agents too? You can also do that. That control lies in the admin's hand. And this control will be reflected in the agents that the end user see in the store. One of the sharing aspects when it comes to an agent is an agent can be shared in one click with everyone in your organization. As in, when you share, you create a link, and you can set the scope of that link to everyone in the organization. Some of you might not like that. Some of you might want to control it and say that, hey, I don't want everyone in my organization to have that capability. You can choose who has that capability in your organization through this particular control. Now, let's go back and look at the list of agents. I talked about metadata earlier, so let's look at one of that. So metadata flyout, you can see the overview of the agent. You can see who in your organization have access to. You can see the data and the tools that the agent is using, including the list of APIs, the authentication, the operations that it's going to perform, and the security and compliance details of the agents. Now, let's take a moment to look at how you can manage the agents built by your organization from Copilot Studio. If you are a maker and you want to create an agent in Copilot Studio and want to publish it to your tenant, your first action would be you create the agent, of course, and then you select the channel that you want to publish to, and you choose Microsoft 365, Copilot, and Teams. And then you set the scope of the agent as everyone in the org, which means that it will show up in the build by your org section. You want it to show up in the build by your org section in store. And when you do that, and when the admin approves, the agent will show up in the build by your org section. This is the maker's perspective. Now let's take a look at the IT admin's perspective for the same operation. The IT admin will see the request landing in their requested agent section. IT admin will see what the request is for, and can see the details of the agent, see the required permissions that the agent needs. The admin accepts on behalf of the users, and the admin can choose to deploy that agent, which means that the users in your organization will see it in the build by your org section in the agent store. Let's recap. So far, you heard about how Agent Store is your gateway for agent discovery and engagement in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Agent Store connects your organization to a curated ecosystem of agents tailored to your business needs. And as you saw, for IT admins, you can securely manage and measure agent adoption through Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Here are some resources. Here are some recommended resources, in fact. Check out the blog to learn how to empower your workforce with agents in M365 Copilot with Microsoft Marketplace and Agent Store. There are demos that showcases the partner-built agents and how you can build your agents in minutes with Copilot Studio, and visit the M365 Admin Center for agent management. And be sure to catch these sessions, which introduce you to Agent 365, showcase how agents are shaping the future of business, help partners understand opportunities with Agent Store, and more on frontier firms leveraging agents to empower workforce. A special call out to BRK 312 session tomorrow, which specifically focuses on partners and developers. So please plan to attend. And that's all from us. Thank you very much for attending. Appreciate it.